Welcome to the Youth Elevation Ministry's new theme. Have you ever pondered on the profound wisdom that lies within the verses of Job 22, verses 23 through 29? Well, today we're diving deep into these scriptures. We'll be unraveling their meanings and unveiling the powerful life lessons they hold. So buckle up and let's embark on this spiritual exploration together. The scripture begins with verse 23. If thou return to the Almighty, thou shalt be built up, thou shalt put away iniquity far from thy tabernacles. This verse reminds us of the transformative power of returning to God. It speaks of a spiritual rebuilding, a renewal that comes from turning back to the Almighty. It also emphasizes the need to rid ourselves of iniquity, to cleanse our hearts and our homes of wrongdoing. Moving on to verse 24. Then shalt thou lay up gold as dust, and the gold of Ophir as the stones of the brooks. This verse is a metaphorical illustration of the wealth of wisdom and spiritual riches one gains when aligning with the divine. The gold here represents divine wisdom, and the verse suggests that this wisdom will be as abundant as dust, as plentiful as stones in a brook, when we align ourselves with God. Verse 25 states, Yea, the Almighty shall be thy defense, and thou shalt have plenty of silver. Here we see a promise of divine protection and provision. It tells us that when we make the Almighty our refuge, He becomes our defense against all adversities. Moreover, we are assured of abundant provision, symbolized by plenty of silver. Verse 26 continues, For then shalt thou have thy delight in the Almighty, and shalt lift up thy face unto God. This verse communicates the joy and delight found in a relationship with the Almighty. It encourages us to look unto God, to lift our faces and hearts towards Him, finding our delight and satisfaction in Him. We then proceed to verse 27. Thou shalt make thy prayer unto Him, and He shall hear thee, and thou shalt pay thy vows. Here we learn about the power of prayer and the assurance that God hears us. It also reminds us of the importance of fulfilling our vows, our promises made to God. Verse 28 says, Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. This verse testifies to the power of our words and thoughts. It assures us that what we decree in alignment with God's will shall be established. Additionally, it promises divine guidance, symbolized by the shining light upon our paths. Finally, verse 29 ends with, When men are cast down, then thou shalt say, There is lifting up, and He shall save the humble person. This delivers a message of hope and salvation. It says that in times of distress, there is a lifting up, a promise of restoration. It also emphasizes God's favor towards the humble, promising salvation to those who are lowly in spirit. In summary, these scriptures from Job 22, verses 23 through 29, offer us profound wisdom. They remind us to return to God, cleanse ourselves of wrongdoing, and embrace the wealth of divine wisdom. They assure us of divine protection, abundant provision, and the joy found in a relationship with God. They emphasize the power of prayer, the importance of fulfilling our vows, and the influence of our words. Above all, they promise divine guidance, hope in times of distress, and salvation for the humble. These verses indeed hold timeless wisdom for every aspect of our lives.